Hi Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my channel. I'm Shandra Lynn, and this is going to be the last half of July, your general channel energy reading. Please remember that it is general, so take it how it resonates with you in your life and your situations and your experiences, and disregard all the rest. And also letting you know that I have been able to open up some available space to take on some personal readings. I'm only doing 15 a week, and I'll only like book a week at a time, so that way I stay on top of it. And all that stuff will be in the description box below if you're interested. And we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. Okay, so what you guys got was emotional release. This is talking about your energy right now. Oh, and then in the new you got feminine energy for in the east. Then we got grounding in the south. New beginnings in the west. Ascension in the north. So you've been doing a lot of work. A lot of internal work. The father energy gave you duality. The mother energy gave you sacred space. And then all of the other spirits gave you reunion of souls. So definitely whatever internal work you have been doing, you have ascended high enough where now a new group of souls are coming in that are going to basically encourage you. It's like finding somebody else who is just as geeked out about a certain thing as you are. You got discernment from the higher true self. That wind just kicked up, y'all. And the neighbor's dog is not very happy. Okay, so what I want to say is with this emotional release, right? Some of you I know are just like, yeah, like that's nothing new. Like I already knew I was a blubbering mess, right? But then I'm also picking up, like there's a few that are just like, oh shit, is that really coming? But then I'm also getting like a few that are like, no, I don't really feel that way at all. And I have to say, like when this card came up for me the other week, I was like, yeah, I don't feel that at all. But I was like bawling like a freaking hysteric child come that night. I was like, this sucks. In a sense, your Ascension card is in the north, okay? So this is the cycle that you just completed with this has just completed, and basically a new cycle is starting up. But remember how you got that reunion of souls? It means that you have actually did quite a bit of work in this cycle, okay? That reunion of souls is absolutely beautiful. But at the same time, when you got this duality card, and that's where a lot of this emotional release is coming from, because the duality was important for you as you were going through whatever this was for you, okay? But the truth is now that you're there, and now that it's saying, hey, we're fixing to usher in a bunch of new souls that resonate more with you, some of the souls that were with you on this path are, they didn't ascend like you ascended, like your energy ascended, okay? And that's why you got discernment as well. because you are taking a deeper look at things. You are taking a deeper look at people and situations, and you're seeing the beautiful gifts that they brought to you, right? Some of them brought to you, and you're seeing how some of them are really ascending themselves. But some you are beginning to see that they were very important, but now that you have learned this lesson and you have evolved and grown up, per se, out of this cycle, you realize that they just didn't ascend with you. And it is a bit heartbreaking. And I know some are like, I don't understand why I'm so upset about this, because it wasn't like whoever these were nice to you, right? But the truth is that you are, you're a soul of light. You're a soul of love. Like, it doesn't matter. That love is still there. And that is a beautiful thing. That's why you are who you are, and that's why you have gotten where you have gotten. All right. You got the feminine energy, which means there is a lot of beautiful creative ideas that you've probably had in your life, the opportunities for you to go ahead and pull them into your reality and watch them manifest before your eyes. It's really quite easy, okay? That's where that emotional release, it's almost like the emotional release and the feminine energy, they're one and the same. But in a sense, it's like, allow yourself to feel this emotional release, but once it's gone, remember, you don't have to continue to stay there. You don't have to feel like you have to continuously mourn the growth levels, okay? You're allowed to turn your focus and start creating. You're in the middle of this new beginning. And this new beginning, with it being in your west, it's saying that, sometimes you say, like, if I knew then what I know now. Well, think about this card as being that person, being that you can go to and be like, okay, can you look back like 50 years and what should I do, 50 years ago to you, even though 50 years ago to you is in the now. You can talk to the future self of you and get your future self's perspective, right? That's what the new beginnings is saying, is that you have available to you that you who knows. All you have to do is listen and just allow it to come. In a sense, that feminine energy just draws everything. It's going to draw everything to it. And so, yeah, so the biggest message here is feel what you're going to feel, but know that when it starts to dissipate, when it starts to dilute itself, it's not so present. That emotional release is not so present and all consuming. That's when you can change your focus a little bit and go, okay, I'm creating my new life now. And that's what this, no matter where you're looking at it in any section of your life, that Ascension card affects every aspect of your life. So right now the focus might be on this one specific thing, but it will spread out to your whole entire life. All right, you are in the beginning of this new. And so it's saying, like, this is a gift for you to be able to really only create what you want, to draw in really only what you want. And it is a sacred space for you. And what this card is saying is, whatever this new beginning is for you, wherever it is, make sure the focus is completely on you. I mean, completely on you. No thinking about how it will benefit others. Oh, well, if I do this, it'll, I'll be able to help, blah, 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 blah. In a sense, it's created completely for you. When you look at it, what resonates with you, how to set that up. And then everything else is just going to come into line. It's almost like you have to create your sacred space, right? Because this reunion of souls, if your space is reflecting other energies, then it's not truly your sacred space. And so when your reunion of souls, when these soulmates, these souls that resonate with you that are coming in, they'll kind of fly right by your nest if you haven't created it for you, because they won't recognize it as your space. They will recognize it as belonging to somebody else, and they know that they are completely at home and welcomed in your space. So if it is your space and you design it and you create it and that's your focus, just making sure that it is your sacred space, then those that are coming to it are going to be comfortable, and they're just going to like walk in and be like, I'm here, girl, or like, hey guys, I'm here, right? But when it doesn't resonate with you, these souls that are coming in, they won't pick up that it's yours. And because these souls are respectful of other energies and other sacred spaces, they'll bypass it under the belief that that sacred space belongs to somebody else, and in a sense they haven't been welcomed there yet. Therefore they will hold the utmost respect and honor that sacred space. So if you want to draw in those that resonate with you, that are good for you, create your sacred space, create it completely 100% for you. It doesn't matter about anyone or anything else. They will fit in a sense. And also, if you're creating your sacred space to be comforting for others, like I said, other energies are, it's other energy space, which means, and you don't know what all other energies are open to allowing, right? You don't know what's able to clearly walk into their energy without a second thought from them. You have no idea if they have an idea of the energies, in a sense. So create your sacred space to keep it completely you. All right? This is destiny. So that ascension, it's really just speaking clearly of that ascension card. So whatever that process was that you went through, and everything and anything and everyone that participated in that ascension process with you, whether they were on an ascension process themselves or if they were just divinely guided to do X, Y, and Z so that way you can continue. It was destiny. It was already predestined. Okay, now you got the peace pipe. All right, and what this is saying is, this is your future, or this is your present card. It's saying let go of the need to be right. And really what she is saying to you right now is, when you look at the duality, right, and you look at some of the actions that were taken against you while you were in this process, in a sense, you're looking back to see if the universe is going to balance it out and make it right. What she is saying to you is that have faith that the universe is going to do that, but understand that you have ascended so much that when that duality universal balance happens, you might not be anywhere near it. You might not even be aware of it. In a sense, this is saying let go of the need to be right and have faith and trust, and turn your attention and focus on this new beginning and this sacred space for you. She's pretty much saying like, she's pretty much saying that you, yeah, you just, you do not need to be present in order for the universe to balance out. All right? And then you've got the moose here, very feminine energy, talks about endurance, strength, and stamina. One badass animal that you really do not want to fucking piss off, right? What that is saying is that in this process, that whole turning your attention, let go of the need to be right, put your focus on the new beginning. All right, the stamina part comes in is because the duality part, the other players, right, have always taken up a lot of your attention, have always gotten a lot of your energy and a lot of your focus. So in a sense, what the moose is saying is that you will find yourself where it's your attention's automatically going to go, well, what about this? And then it's when you become aware of that, turn your focus back to your new beginning. Turn your attention back to your sacred space. It is going to be exhausted, but you're literally changing the way your mind has been programmed to think, okay? It is a little bit exhausting, but you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. It's going to be like you're going to feel exhausted, and you might feel exhausted. You might feel like you're almost out of energy, like this is just really tiring. It's taking a lot of my intention and a lot of my focus to go every time I think about this situation or this asshole or whatever. It seems like it zaps my energy because I'm like, I have to focus on the new beginning, and then you're just trying to grasp what do I start next with the new beginning kind of a thing. But what I want to say is that that's really not going to show. If this is what you look like. You look like this badass animal that will chase you down 500 miles without stopping for water because you know. I really hope that resonated and clarified things, because it makes sense to me. It just feels a little bit like it went a bit all over the place. So, but this is amazing, absolutely amazing. And when that emotional release comes, just, it will pass. It's not going to last forever. It will pass. And you truly have earned this new beginning, and you have earned the right to be able to give it your undivided attention. And remember, the moose is saying this is what you have been taught. This is how your mind has been programmed to work. We're just changing it. It sucks. It's not your fault, but it's still going to get done. You're still getting it done. That's what it's what she's saying. Like you're doing it. In a sense, what I want to say is, like, she already said you already decided to do it, so it's done, and now you're being allowed to know that you have already done it because you've gotten to the point of mastering it enough where there's not really going to be any churning around from it. All right? And that is your reading for the end of July, Sagittarius. Like I said, I hope it just clarifies things and gives you understanding in your life. I love you, and I will see you when I am able to record again.